And this evening, we spoke to our comrades, the street governor, comrade Kabaka Adun. Sorry, sir. We spoke to him this evening, and he has also confirmed to us that his younger brother has not been arrested, neither is he being remanded by the court for 14 days. It's not true. So these are the game that the Obaseki or Godwin Ago and his brother Pedro are playing. Where Edo Yaga talk me, Pedro, Yave Idiera Nago, Yave yo, Dega Mata Wegeletare, Edo Yaga talk me, Oni Agbuweba. E Pedro, Yave Idiera yo, Idiera Nago, Yave yo, Aragelemiere, Dega Edo Yaga talk me, Meta, Obaga, oops, Edo Yaga talk me, there you Yata, Yave Idiera yo.
Thanks for clicking on this channel. Please subscribe to FO's blog history, and click on the notification button so that whenever we upload a new video you will be notified. Don Pedro Obaseki efforts is a waste of time. Osaze Adun aka Kapuepue is at home enjoying his life. This is what happened. Don Pedro got Femi Falana sayan, while we got Afalabi sayan. For those Orzura that are celebrating Kapuepue being sent to jail to be remanded for 14 days. That did not happen, this is what actually happened. Kapuepue, the son of the soil, is at home enjoying his life as usual, because the same court granted him bail immediately. His lawyer, Afalabi, one of the best lawyers in Idaland, argued that his case was bailable, and the court granted it. Please watch this video as Kapuepue is partying with relatives and friends. That is the first defeat for Femi Falana and co-travelers. Don't bother to ask how Kapuepue got money to hire a SAN. Any child who fights those who insult his father without waiting for his father's instructions to fight will be supported and defended by the entire community. Kapuepue is defended by the entire Edo race. Kapuepue has acted in a manner expected of a well-brought-up child in Edo culture. He rescued Don Pedro from the hands of angry Edo youths and led him to the palace to apologize for his misgivings and aberrations in the UK. Don Pedro himself admitted in the palace that he erred against the palace, that he was in town looking for Chief Nobere to lead him to the palace for a proper apology, which is yet to come. For Don Pedro to go back to change the story and indicted Kapuepue that saved him from great danger is an evil day postponed. The Edo people are still waiting for Don Pedro to do the needful. Our Oba is our story, our pride, our umbrella, and our living God on earth. Yorubas and Igbos that doesn't know the values of monarchy should stay away from this matter. Don Pedro should do the needful to salvage little of his reputation in Idaland or forget his relevance in the next 15 years in Idaland. Please watch and listen to Prince Joseph Aguihor as he explains everything in Olakoko Show.
Depend on the time when they watch this Ogbonge broadcast from. How are they, my people? How are they? When I go say, I'm saying yes, our EPA create time, our Prince create time to join us for this powerful update. We carry us come out this time. In short, my phone door full. When I tell they receive a lot of messages, most of them don't go Facebook, different posts. They don't post tire concerning our brother, our comrade. They know they don't post. Is last time I checked, we just see him now say this Dr. Ogyomba and Agoseki, they don't pack money for media again now. They don't pack money for media. If you enter this, even some bloggers we don't even know, Bloggers where we don't know. They don't come out now, begin to share Kapuepue picture. They tag them with this thing. Wait, now so they go write rubbish. A part go tell you now. You go use the man talk and which they write, they follow all those pictures. Now so that they write different things concerning Kapuepue picture, they put up, now so this one, now so this one, now so this one, now so this one. So we need to carry phone immediately, begin investigate this matter. We begin investigate this matter. Call the reliable source, call the important people. Where is Kapuepue? Where is Kapuepue? Begin call 1 or 2 people. Call this, call that. Begin call 1 or 2 people. By the end of the day now make us come out. We say we don't go feel wait. We don't go feel carry this matter go tomorrow because una know money wey Sekiogiomba suppose use to do important thing for Edo. Now propaganda. Now they spend that they put for media. Propaganda. Waiting on they exist now in mark there for the year. No kind name when they don't call our papa left after Osa Akubo. No, the man they are left, the man never back. All these people they announce and they go say this man don't back. So these people I don't know what be their problem. Yeah, we no ma beer, no ma beer, so I don't know why these people just be like this. I don't know why. My phone don't fool. No be small conference call we don't do this about this particular matter when they everywhere now. Most of them go don't see them for media. When I go just see for media, they go carry Kapuepue picture, they go put this the Dr. Ogiomba, they go put Ogiomba Pedro joiner. Now so this, now so that. So now we cause come out now. Now we cause come out now. Come break the news. Give you now. We don't call the reliable source. Okay, make una carry puff consider. Make una hear from our Prince Joseph Igeho, the Okaku of our time. We una go hear from her so that una will go see all those flyers. For different blog, people just begin open blog, they write rubbish. They just because of that this they just give them money. They just open Facebook. Now to the post Kapuepue picture, put Dr. Ogiomba joiner, write rubbish, write this one, write that one. So the make us come out now. Who here? Make it tell who no here. Anywhere you see all these pictures, now so this one, now so that one, Oga, make you pass on. All the thing when they write concerning the picture, all of them are lie. So I greet you once again. Make una carry chair, make una sit down, and make una not forget, make una begin to appreciate our part for comment session for you to create time to come outside this time. At least you get some broadcast we're supposed to do because of this matter. You need to jump on to make sure say yes, this particular matter, he go clear the hair so that una when you go see him, when una people go the right comment there. Now so this, now so that. Una go see everything una they see for media. Now that they believe, not they believe something like that. You see some your post person picture, do not even call 1 or 2 person. Make you investigate. Most of una go just believe they carry fake rumors. They go. You're not supposed to be like that. So Baba, go ahead, sir. Domo, sir.
Okay. Good evening, my brothers and sisters, both home and in diaspora. Greetings to all of you. Greetings to all of you. Paola Coco, once again, congratulations for your appointment.
Thank
I
you
will
very
keep
much,
saying that, and you deserve it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for a job well done for the people of Edo State, particularly the people of Edo South, and our amiable governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpewolo, the executive governor of Edo State. So we greet you, sir. Now, I got the news this evening, and I was called that our brother, comrade, Kapuepue Adun has been arrested he's been reminded in the court for 14 days that blah, 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 blah. So, and I saw it on one of our comrade Facebook, comrade Curtis Ugbo. I saw it in his Facebook. So I said, okay, fine. The truth of the whole matter is that we've done our own investigation. There has been about 90 comments, 55 share on Curtis Ugbo's page. That's where I saw it. But the truth is that none of this is true. None of this is true. And this evening, we spoke to our comrades, the street governor, comrade Kabaka Adun. Sorry, sir. We spoke to him this evening, and he has also confirmed to us that his younger brother has not been arrested, neither is he being reminded by the court for 14 days. It's not true. So these are the game that the Obaseki or Godwin Ago and his brother Pedro are playing. Truth be told, you see, edowe obele na amela la ha obele na kegwalo. Unwame ana gwala woy. Pedro is a son of the soil. He was born in Benin, raised in Benin. And he was more or less like a custodian of the Benin history and arts and drama and movie until he fell out of grace when he came to London. Pedro, I spoke to him once when I put a meeting together in Benin under the auspice of a UKGB. I spoke to him, and that was the first time I spoke to him, and he sent me a lot of things he was doing. I thought that he was a very, very eloquent Edo son, illustrious one for that matter. So I have been following him, and I fell in love with him. But today, I fell out of love with him. I was in love with him, but today, since the day he made that speech in London, that Obaga, oops, Edoyaga talk me, that was the day I fell out of love with him. I never have a problem with him until that day he came to London. Okay, I don't have a problem with Godwin Obaseki, but I do have a problem with him because he's insulting my father. He has insulted my father, dragging artifact with him, insulting the Enugies and the Enigis. Those are my problem with him. Whether you rule well in Edo State or you chop Edo State money, or not, that is none of my business. You are not the first person, you are not the first governor in Edo State that ruled for 8 years to chop Edo State money. Okay, there are other governors that were there before you. Nosaka Igbenedion was there. No, sorry, Lucky Igbenedion was there. He did 8 years. Adam Oshomole was there. He did 8 years. So, and you came, you did your 8 years, and you've left. But your atrocity, all the atrocity you have committed have not come back to haunt you. That's what the Benin said. No fear to a Godwin no be go where fear for your 8 years as a governor in Edo State. Okay. Today, look at the insult you brought upon your brother. Your brother, Pedro, has fallen out of grace with the Benin people. He has fallen out of grace with the Edo youth, especially Edo South. You have fallen out of love for us because we don't love you anymore. Okay? Because of the direction you have chosen. Pedro, listen, that's what I've done about 2 or 3 videos concerning you. And every time I come out with your matter, I always tell you, Pedro, be careful. You live in Benin City. Pedro, be careful. Okay? Because the direction you are going now, you might not know how it's going to end. Those who are pushing you to say, do this, do that, they are pushing you towards your oblivion. That's what I can say to you. You know the meaning of that. Those who are pushing you, they are pushing you towards your oblivion. That's where they are pushing you to. You cannot live in Benin City and insult the palace of the Oba of Benin and insult our tradition and culture, which you have held dear in the past. Every time you talk, say, you are an idiot for denying what you said. That's not what you said. That's not the reason why they beat you. Okay? Pedro, Be honest once with you. You're supposed to be an elderly man. Now you fall out of grace. Okay? Pedro, say it the way it is. What did you say in London when you came to meet and greet? That same meet and greet that I did the protest against your brother, Godwin Ago, the ex-governor of Edo State. I did the protest against that meet and greet, that you people should not come. If you people hasn't come, the trouble you are in today, you will not be there. Okay? You came to London. What you said, quote unquote, Obaga, oops, Edo Yaga talk me, is a foundation that was laid since 14th century, 40 BC. A foundation that was laid 40 BC. Obaga talk me, he said, long live the queen, long live the queen, long live the king. That's how you say it. You never abbreviate it. You don't cut it short. Oba, oops, Edo Yaga talk me. He said, Pedro, wait a matter, say the truth once in your life. If you keep pushing this narrative that you were beaten for saying Edo Yaga talk me, he said, they will beat you again. I told you. If you keep lying, they will beat you again. And the day they will beat you, there will be no camera there. Pedro, if you think that you are going to use DSS or police to disorganize the youth of Edo State, you are lying. That will never happen. Pedro, if you think that you will use this DSS or police, or you think because your brother Godwin has a house full of money, the money is there to drag this matter. Pedro, listen, don't push yourself to a point whereby we'll settle like Huawei. That's where you are going now. Pedro, truth be told, do not drag yourself to a point that you will be afraid to leave your house. That's where you are going right now. If by any means you arrested any youth in the Benin regarding what happened to you because of your utterances in London, you not changing the narrative where Pedro, era nago no yo baseki yari egebedo ya vidie yo de Edo Yaga talk by weta. Pedro, go and swear with your father's grave. Ago. Ogbede Oyo. No yoba seki yari egie. Go and swear his grave. That actually you said that Edo Yaga talk by. That is the reason you were beaten. Go and swear in your father's grave. Go and swear. Because your narrative now is that I've watched a lot of your videos. I've watched a lot of your interview. You keep changing the narrative that you said Edo Yaga talk by. What is wrong with that? To say Edo Yaga talk by. Nothing is wrong with Edo Yaga talk by, he said. Obaga talk by, he said. But your utterances brought you that beating. They merely drag you. Nobody beat you. They drag you to the palace, and the palace rescue you. Pedro, if not that the palace chiefs rescue you, if the palace chief have asked the youth to take you away, the youth would have break your hand and break your leg. That day, would up for the palace chief. I watched the video. When the palace chief saw the agitation of the boys, the palace chief take you inside. If the palace chief have asked the boys to take you away, they will break your hand and break your leg. But unfortunately, that did not happen. The palace rescued you. Today, you keep changing the narrative. Where Edo Yaga talk me, Pedro, yave idiera nago, yave yo, dege mata wege letare, Edo Yaga talk me, oni agboweba. E Pedro, yave idiera nago, yave yo, aragele miege, dege Edo Yaga talk me meta, Obaga, oops, Edo Yaga talk me, dedi weyata, yave idiera yo. Why vidia rajo umugwe okay? Why vidia rajo because a London we now where a London meje. We ya vidia ruwe yo dege mata kelono ge Obaga talk dege Edo Yaga talk me weta ya vidia rajo why voyo umugwe okay? I'm willing personally to shoulder the responsibility. Well ya vidia ruwe yo because a London we not time na a London MG or UK nata. Ya vidi rajo, ge. Edo ya gatok pe, we time in London. Because only when you time in Nigeria na where edo ya gatok pe, oni agbueji. Ao. Oni Kapuepue be. Ema nisi we la jasi, nisi we boloa. Oni agbueji. Ni agbueji ga. Oba. Oops. Edo ya gatok pe, oni agbueba. Mahonia. So, Pedro, this is my warning to you. Stay away from trouble. Let's listen to our brother. Go ahead. That
is stopped. You know what happened to you in Edo State, specifically in Benin City. Now, many people are saying, what did he do? What did he do? The fact is this. It's not about what he said or what he didn't say. It is about what he was about to say that he didn't finish saying, or what he was about to pronounce that he stopped. Now, if he had just said, I grew up in Benin, so I know one or two things about how these things work. If he had just said, Benin Adokwe, anything Adokwe, good and fine. But this is what he said. Now you understand. He wanted to say Oba Atokwe, then he said Oba, then he stopped. And he said Benin Adokwe, Edo Adokwe. If he had just said what he said without mentioning the Oba. So that was why when they saw him, when they took him straight to the Oba's palace to go and finish that statement that he wanted to finish, that he started and he didn't finish. So they took him to the Oba palace to go and anything Adokwe, good and fine. But this is what he said. Now you understand. He wanted to say Oba Atokwe, then he said Oba, then he stopped. And he said Benin Adokwe, Edo Adokwe. If he had just said what he said without mentioning the Oba. So that was why when they saw him, when they took him straight to the Oba's palace to go and finish that statement that he wanted to finish, that he started and he didn't finish. So they took him to the Oba palace to go and complete it. So it would have been better if he didn't mention Oba in that statement. As he mentioned him, they can't go there and go complete them.
Yes, that is it. So, Pedro, Obiegoin, or Tonama Wena, on Obiedo, Obiegoin, or Kamugwege, Ganya Medoti Fabunue. Umaonia. Pedro, this is my warning to you. Okay? Stay away from trouble and shut up your mouth. Okay? You have taken this case to court, or wherever you have taken it to, go and withdraw it before it's too late. Pedro, if you arrest one person for Benin, Pedro, if your case arrest one Benin boy for Edo, if this case arrests one Benin boy, hey Pedro, I can assure you, you cannot come out of your house. Pedro, let me assure you this one. If you arrest any person in Benin on this matter, if you arrest anybody, I'm angry now because I told you whenever I come out with red, I'm angry. Okay, that's why I wear this red to come out. When I come out with red, I am angry. Pedro, this is my warning to you now. If they arrest any boy for Benin, Pedro, you not go fit come out from your house. They on this matter. Hey Pedro, I bet men share this video. Make it reach Pedro hand. Pedro, listen to me and listen good. They when of fear. If you arrest any boy for Benin, hey Pedro, you will not be able to come out from your house. We can assure. No, it's not a warning. No. I told you in London, when you came to London, in a way, this meet and greet in wherever London, all of you must pay. All of you must pay, one by one. Sooner or later, ikpihano. So, uzanu waze uwafieko ekwenu wabe. Okay? But Pedro, this is my warning to you. Wherever you have taken this case to withdraw it, because by omission or commission, any boy is arrested in Benin because of this your matter, you will not be able to leave your house and go anywhere and do anything inside Benin because Obogawawe. That is the plain truth. It's not a threat. Pedro, I don't threat. When I say something, I stand by it. Okay? Then you also, I don't care. Cannot take back, we not take back. Hey Pedro, you are. Big Pedro, no Biago. Agwa boa botedoni. Agwa bigogbo igogwa we. Agwa be yawa. Rude okwe no laja wunu. What the boy to we? Uju no ya roko ebe London. E Pedro no biago. Agwa boa. Agwa bigogba igogwa we. Agwa be yawa. Maonia, when Damege arrest anybody, see what will happen to you. If you arrest anybody, you will not be able to leave your house. We can assure you, if you arrest anybody, you will not be able to leave your house. That is the warning I came this evening to warn you. Maonia, that is the warning I came this evening to warn you. Okay? So be very, very careful. Pedro, be very, very careful. Okay? We have come to sound a warning to you. There is a lot of things going on the social media that Kapuepue has been arrested. That will never happen. If you try it, you will not be able to leave your house. That is my warning to you this evening. Okay? So my brother, let me give a chance to my comrade Chrisley Ogiagbe to tell us how it's going to look like. Domo, sir.
Domo, sir. Domo. Where's the Kakabo? You have said a lot. Olakoko, I greet your son, I greet your fans. Kino for your kino for your as usual.
Thank you, welcome.
There's nothing like that. I was also with you online when asking the brother if there's anything like that. So it is a normal thing. The people spreading this propaganda and spread that is just to cause another distraction. They have a target. So when somebody brings out such news, there's a reason for you to bring out a fake news. So it's just to cause distraction. So we have to be focused in rescuing Edo from these people. Okay, now, a party London, very good. I would still like you to show your face again so that people can know where you are. Totally, I know where Nana. From the people that follows, that support Pedro and Obaseki and his gang, they were using democracy. In your parliament, in England, Pedro na Agwan. This Jeff Epstein case in Okianana, the Royal House are even involved. The parliament voted no, not to open that case. No, not to open that case. I'm talking to those who are saying democracy, trying to use democracy as a jacket. I am saying now, which is London. What is happening in the British Parliament? Norway government have dealt with their own. I follow it up. So let us talk. Is it not democracy? Okay, well, yes, we don't want to go back to that history. I agree with you people now. Let's move on democracy. I am saying the custodian of democracy, one of it, Britain. Tell me what is happening there now. Which, I'm not making it up, Prince Andrew is involved. There are other things. Why is that book, Jeff Epstein case, is closed? A lot of politicians say, Donald Trump. We are seeing it. They are involved. The Royal House are also involved. The British Parliament voted to close that case, not to try it. So I'm saying that is the monarchy that you use to compare your own. Morally, who is having a clean shirt? Is it ours or their own? Can you have the way you need? So let us move forward. Even as an example for them. So sometimes when you people are talking, why that one with hypocrisy mouth set? When you use somebody to make a reference, you must use somebody that has a clean shirt. Not using Oyenusi to make a reference with Anini, or using a retired chief politician to make reference with the city politician, because the narrative of fitting in Unuta at that moment, there's no dignity in all. So that is why I decided to bring this to you, because that place, they have monarchy. They are in nonsense, in dirtiness. So I'm not making this thing up. That is why where a power is living there, he can come on air to debunk it. This is a news. But a lot of the hypocrites in Nigeria will turn face to the other side. Why we not make what my beg? It's an in the own we are say. But you people don't talk about it. And that is where you will stay to mock your own, trying to prove which point. And it's not about democracy, it's about your infrastructure, stomach infrastructure pocket of you people. Why do you to toy? So why is this news, this thing going on, EPA? It's just another distraction. Because recently, we know Mr. Emerson was in America talking about the war. Now, Ladian. They are trying to look for everything to snare us, to put us in the light. So whoever Ladian, if I decide to go on a part to lie on your head, I have a reason for lying. There is a reason for me putting out that lie there. Even if you are debunking it, there are people I want to talk to who want to believe that lie. Not your fans. No. There are people who will follow you. So that is the way it works. We must not look at it when we never put a anywhere. Oh, that is just to look for something just to insult us. No, it's more than that, paper. It's more than that. And the former governor is the financial and the king head in all these things. The reason why, there are facts. He said, I have not. But a lot of the people who work under you, who see you as a role model, are doing the things which you said you have never. So why can't you just tell them ceasefire? Stop all this nonsense. They refuse. So we understand. He's a very smart, cunning man. A fox. Putting on the sheep, the clothes of sheep. Wolves, I mean. People, women, a wolf, son of a year, every sheep, every one, or a little like way before they take body here. That is what the former governor is putting on. So he's the cause of all these things. Let's face fact. Why is it that it's only our traditional ruler in the whole federation? Have you ever heard from all those things? Let us just ask ourselves normal questions. The things we should ask ourselves, things that was coming out. All those ones that is being so, then okay, if it's so, tell me how much is the new salary. Tell me how much is the Oba of Lagos. Alaafin of Oyo, Sadan of Sokoto, Emma of Kano, Emma of Dauria, the Obonk of Calabar, Obi of Onitsha, Abo, Olu of Ori, and so on. There are many. We have hundreds of them. I know a lot of them are political created throne anyway. We have to say, let us fish out in it. Highest in all those hundreds or maybe dozens or hundreds of kings we have in Nigeria. Maybe it's only 5 who survive due to historical fact. Not British creation, the Wazobians that wrote themselves into history, tried to create. Well, that is why you see some group of people quarreling that their names are not in the history book. Because you have no historical fact on the ground to prove your identity. We have it. And we're like, if we also go to the artifact that is also causing the problem, like I have all the time said, everything was looted, was stolen from the palace there. And our Oba is the custodian of our tradition, is the custodian of everything. Just as every Edo community president worldwide is the ambassador of our community, of our tradition. And they are not under political authority. The earlier we redefine our steps, the better for us. All Edo community worldwide, they are not under no government. They are not affiliated. Even if we respect the law of our host nation and we also respect the law of the federal government, but at the same time, let's define the code and what is in our constitution. 99% hold it to our tradition. And who is the boss of our tradition? It's our God-given thing. And all the community symbol, Adam Ebere symbol, our coat of arms. That is our symbol. I stand to be challenged. It is not the Nigerian coat of arms. So our loyalty must be to our tradition, to the chair. Does not matter whether you are in love, you like who is sitting there, you hold it as a duty, as a responsibility. Because before you become an Edo person, the community was existing. That is why we are part of the community, part of that family. It's one for all for one. That is what our ancestors did. Tomorrow is going to be Happy Hidden's Day. One of the great women. But he knew what is called self-sacrifice for the all to survive. And she was bold enough to tell our God-given king that it is not about love when I work with well, or it is about the survival of the chair. Erira, Omaria, Erira Obowe. Look at those words. Let our mothers or the wives of those men who have derailed take the words of it into account, reason with it, and correct their husband. But this is what when people talk to people understand. Our wife influenced us, our mothers influenced us, and our daughters influenced us. And it's our identity they are attacking. Let them not use democracy to cover it. It is a worldwide thing. You think it's only Edo State or National EPA? It's not only Edo State. When you look at Ghana, look worldwide. Why is it indigenous people being attacked? This is a reset. They are trying to reset it. People try to write out people's history because this generation is the generation whereby little children, 10 years, things that was not making sense to elders, that was making sense to the elders, don't make sense to them. They are asking questions. And elders, we don't have answers. And they're not ready to take those indoctrination that we lived. So how do you do it? Is to attack the indigenous people, the remaining remnants, which people look up to draw out inspiration and also draw out the line. The survival of the Benin kingdom is the reawakening and the rebirth of African kingdoms. Because Egypt was destroyed, wiped out. I am an wave now. You think it's only them doing it, Obaseki? Look at where he was talking. London was the one that, I don't call it invasion, or I don't call it expedition, I call it invasion and a genocide. That is what I would call it. I would define the crime. What do tell you? We feel it. Only Benin, any other women, they define it, they call it expedition. While other little wars, not concerning in their backyard, we are living in Europe, they call it genocide. According to them, the war of Benin is bigger than the war of China. In Guinness, longer in dimension. Then what was inside was all burned down. What are you going to call that, sir? All burned down. Women rape. Is that not genocide? It's time for us to define what it is. We have allowed our oppressors to define everything for us. And all those bamboozle, educated idiot professor, I call them Professor Do Not, they will come out to speak grammar, don't use it common sense. That is why the British have the guts to even ask us if we can take care of the artifact. Look at that audacity. We're not doing it, you know, normal. Then you have the right to even come and ask us. If there's anybody who's coming to do it, what do do? The Ghana people can't do it out of you. There are a lot of all this same group of people talking. They first of all anchor into those arguments. This was part of it, the discussion. If I don't forget, sir, people were even asking, can we even take care of it? And those people talking, those same group of people are still the one asking all these questions. Do you think they are stupid? They are not stupid, sir. History is trying to rewrite itself, and at the same time, when history is writing itself, prophecy is manifesting itself. There are people that will play the negative roles. They were chosen by the energy, sir. I want to know. People might not might look what this man is saying, but those who are not, do you understand? It's two ways, the physical and the unphysical side. There are people who's going to play the role that were assigned. No. I went here on my me. We have to understand that. And we see them when they are coming out, we know that these are the Judas. I don't look, there are some I look at where they are doing it for money. I know those one. Anybody they know I know, and me I know say they know. So there are those who were, they are assigned to this world to come and do it. Because his evil cannot manifest out itself and let the righteous crush it. How can the story be told? I mean, Yaziri. If I don't, in 100 years, people are going to talk about these things. They will use it to make parable. For other politicians that will believe at that time, where Ryokan and Akasuno at the end of it all, Wayana lose. Yes. In here as a very area, always see the end of it be with Ama. That is how it goes. What makes us to be going out now, waking up? Because I'm a voki on you. And that's where Obaseki only capitalize on a fertile land, on a group of people that just forget that the only thing that makes them Edo is to parade ourselves when we are putting on Edo cloth. We have to live it. It's our life. Now you must understand it. When I say you have to live it, in all you do, that does not stop you putting on your jeans. I mean in the Western side, but I must know this is my identity. It is not only when I put out the clothes. There are things that it is not part of us. And I can prove it. Look at the China people. A lot of them are in Europe. Don't you see them? Once when you see them, 4 of them, 5 of them, you understand that these are China people. That does not, they are putting on the same thing I put on Indian people. That is why former Germany president, Chancellor Angela Merkel, we have 2 nations in nation. Who was she referring to? Was she referring to the Turkish people? Because upon all these 100 years, they never changed to be German, even if they were Germans. You see it then. They never threw out their identity. And it is not a crime. But we decided to westernize, throwing things that is the boundary, that is the foundation. And today we are quarreling that our children are in Nigeria. We are Zedo, my way and Zedo, Epa we take by woman ways to so Zedo. Yes, Ebando Cabo do Bula, them another time. In the early 90s, so we saw over even in the school, they will flog you. Do not cause Zedo. We have to state the facts. We have all made a mistake. And since we wake up, we must know the betrayers in our midst. That is a British man defeated though. It is the betrayers that defeated us. Without that, thank God people are bringing out the pictures. A lot of them are bringing out the British are keeping a lot of pictures. We are still fighting if they can really, we can get rid of it. So let the Edo people see it, the real picture. All this wall you see in the Roman Empire, you bury the Hollywood. We were having pillars like that in Akpakpaba all round. They break all down, pale. When I see some, people should take me and go and look at how your thing is. Then this democracy that you are talking about, you will see what they destroyed in it. Did the British people did not colonize China? Why they did not destroy the war? Did not colonize it? Why is it that your own they decide to destroy things? Because they know tomorrow our children will know who our father were great. Mahadwa they buy politics. We have Mahadwa play politics in my play. Naya Fesegwa. Why the Wazobia is busy manifesting themselves and taking the national cake. The only thing they know how to use us for. I don't Aladian will say, oh, a Guyopa Aladian, only me, a Gwini Ratie, a near Mahia Lile. And I went Mahia. That is Mahia Ori. And instead of us to follow politicians that will be bringing things to our region, we it was Obiana Doya Mwedo Yanaya destroying Nigerian Empire. Okpa Wevo, Igbinaga Sununia, Oina Ravie, Maido Ata, Maido Ayomano Bohien. Oh, they are marginalizing this one. When no, they are marginalized where? What in your marginalized via? Those people know how we and they play politics. Have they ever anywhere who is coming out to support Obaseki? Have you ever seen such words coming out from their zone? So why is it that one focus area? I'm not trying to say everybody is perfect. Why is it that they don't talk about important things? It's only to say, oh, Shomole Morona. They continue diverting your attention to things normally important. Who cares whether they show? Oh, Shomole Nagelia, Nagelia, away now. Whether it is because they are not doing their job. That is why you are seeing it. It's because they are not doing their job. You are complaining of that one. But I'm not telling you, diversion, they make us to be talking things that is irrelevant. Thank God we have a governor that is doing something. People might not like it. You know what, the bridge. flyover money there, but or can't buy. I can't move flyover igore. I can't wear yet no more Abuja. Okay, Arriba. That is one thing. Whether we need it now, we don't need it like in my so Mama Kane, Opa Makaro, Ama we Makare 20 or 5, who we mam no caro am I making effort. This is the first. Look at if they are what you are supposed to talk about, if they are using the right material. Because not all galera. Those are the objective important questions we should be asking. Are they doing the nice job? Rather than we are saying, oh, is it not bridge? Oh, why road no day? Why the spirit? Are you going to get all once? And if you won't go end down, is ancestors candidate. You start looking at your ancestors and you say, God of David. Is David no ancestors? If now Islam you get, oh, God of Muhammad. Is Muhammad no ancestors? So those people in Eluru area. So Manowi my real donor. Because this topic is just to debunk about Kapuepue. But why did I decide to go this way? Because that young man came out because of marketing on Nunuela. Let us still go back to history of Pedro. This is not the first time. Don't forget, where Greg Akeswa, Nona Dragge Bayi court, or where it is family problem. That is what he said. Or where his uncle and son. Well, I don't know how he used it. Don't you forget? He was defining it. Then the people grab that words. You know, they do ask if who is the boss? Who is the father? Remain a the king of kings. That's about why no Gilligan the second. And remember it, sir. Only the first time. No need to attend no do atalo. To my no kayasun. When I will butuma. They will first of all throw one thing on the floor. Look at your reaction, sir. Look at all of them that start doing it. They did not just start it one. They will first of all throw one thing inside the area and look at how the people is going to react. Then they will stick to on the second one. When they see that, oh, you are not following it, taking it or whatever, you don't really care, they will not bring that, start releasing out the rebound. You have to look at it. They are not done. I've all the time said it. The real topic, the person who are the thing is about Benin issue. All the time, about 1897. After 1897, when you are calling the Benin the British invasion, you have to also be saying, determine why historians. That is why Kemana made a mistake. It's not about hate. They were in Germany, they were Jewish people. No way they by Hitler, in their history, Jewish. So when we are saying it, that does not mean we are preaching hate. We have to be saying, during that time, betray. That is why a lot of our children, he was able to sell that useless story saying the family saved it. Who are you trying to fool? I'm not challenging them. I'll say let them go to the British Museum, library, the history. They were there. Was there a contention between Agoba saying, how come James Swart? There's another thing we have to be talking about now, Pale, Olakoko, James Swart, Cook Road, and Dancing. These are names we have to be pressing now. We are asking a lot of NGO and good politicians in Redo. Both whether you are PDP, APC, we don't need it if we say we really have independence. These are the people that come. Why are we giving Dancing Rosa? For what? Why are we giving Nana name anyway? All these names have, if my women are free, we have to take it out. And that is why I like what Burkina Faso president is doing. If you say you are free, you have to bring all symbols that represent imperialists, that have represent oppression during one time or the other in your country. That is the way it is. This is not about hate. The Europeans don't have that in their this thing. They have the Roman invasion. To invading again Muslim they did not name it. Even if that no we are where Then we have Kukro dancing. What is Kukro doing? Dancing at Joshua. These are the three people during Ago that settled that were in the dispute. My great grandfather is not an Orievo. These are the three people Tani that make, if you go to a road palace today, the first bicycle, not Nadia did that Benin Empire, given sent by the Queen Orero Yiri Palova. I once saw it. I know is an antiquity, a gift. Was there a torso? And I do this side there. The answer is yes. But we know it where it will happen because there was a prophecy. But even the Bible writer, where I know a lot of them they hide under their Bible. The same the Bible says, woe to those that will play the role of betrayer. Oh, cannot even left for so that they don't say I use bad words. But read your book. Any place, whether you want to use democracy, I will still see the dirtiness inside worse than the place where you make a reference. If you still go to your book, I will still tell you your book, it does not even give you authority. It said, respect the king on the earth, for I choose them there. For their heart is with him. I'm not making my word wet here. So whatever you are doing to yourself, not to our king, because you who are the losers. They ask yourself, why are you doing it? I'm only talking to those ones who were coerced, who were bamboozled, but not the one that destiny choose them to play the role of Judah. Why can't feel with you when I have and they all can be that is it. Because yes, if the devil is not in your right, you will not know the importance of God in your left hand side. So people coming out and to crown it all, you hear remember our God-given king is ruling with the title of Ogidigan the Great. A lot of serpents must come out a power for the Ogidigan to crush their head. They are one of them. Look at the history in Yari, and there was a prophecy where when he come again, why the second one, everything I do lose so we do Yari. Why is already do? They actually the prophecy already why and see everything manifesting and the way it is. That is why when I come out to talk on the issue, I like dragging some people. So you know, I saw that history do one or go coming or do typhoon. Because this is still not the 16 prophecies. They are all manifesting. Artifact in is one of it. Or women know where do you have a year is not part of it. A year or back as well, maybe 2 or 3 or by radio, or maybe your mask will say 5. But how many? We are going now in the region of hundreds. I'm not saying dozens, hundreds. Hundreds. And the same name that play the role. And now with that invasion, a lot of them play a role. Philip was the deputy governor. Philip led the invasion. Do you think all this name was coincidence? Philip, I know a lot of people were coincidence. Yes. I don't believe on coincidence. There's nothing like coincidence. In my daughter, we're active now. I don't believe in coincidence. They bug my way coincidence. Coincidence is the way dictionary we do. Oh no, we know which we know the time. Coincidence, you will do what do my own. So I must not use the Western philosophy how they look at life to look at it. It's like if I'm a lion, you are trying to tell me to be behaving, thinking like a goat. That is why the lioness in me is not operating well. They have the coincidence. We don't have it. Fraud, all those words. You have formed the word. Before you form something, then you have it. So we are who we are. Again, the same may play the role. And here you read every man. A lot of people overlook it. Or where 1897 was about to repeat itself. And during that time, the whole day, for the first 2 days, the Western Europeans were beaming that words. I stand to be challenged. After that rebuke from our God-given king direct to the European ambassador. European ambassador is not one, all countries. Did you see the CNN here? They tone it down. Because what I'm here directing what they do. Always this like repeating of 1897. But why Arise Television? Arise Television is who are doing the European stop. They did not carry the matter again. But a lot of brothers in Manaya Amwe. I was laughing. Are you not trying to say you want to cry more than the belief? Why is the European not talking about the matter? You look at them, they will leave such issue. The London were even where you look at them, they will leave such issue to go upon the solar cocoa.
No.
They use it to their benefit.
No.
They use it to their benefit and grab everything again. It will even give the British people opportunity in Ogunyani. But an attempt to grab all, you will lose all. But we did not get it because we were being controlled with different mindsets. Let us leave it for now. It's just 30 minutes ago. But the one thing we were, yeah. So we should. Continue.
Then he said Oba, then he stopped. I just said Bini Adokpe, anything Adokpe, good and fine. But this is what he said. Now you understand. He wanted to say Oba Adokpe, then he said Oba, then he stopped. And he said Bini Adokpe, Edo Adokpe. If he had just said what he said without mentioning the Oba. So that was why when they saw him, when they took him straight to the Oba's palace to go and finish that statement that he wanted to finish, that he started and he didn't finish. So they took him to the Oba palace to go and complete it. So it would have been better if he didn't mention Oba in that statement. As he mentioned him, they can't go there and make a complete.
All right. Before my EPA will conclude the broadcast, okay. Anywhere una see all this flyer, make una waka pass. And I see my comrade, Shema Kontisego Saogbo. Baba Domosa, I really see you there. Thank you very much for your time. But people they say they see this particular this thing for your wall. So I they feel say maybe that they usually look for other they use how you were we were posted nana ye wall where Kontisego Saogbo because the number way WhatsApp number when you don't change your number. La or reset number way. Kekenia mo e no ba we no re comment section la gbe gomenia me no ba we ola ko kekenia me no ba we no ka lo uhilwe. So I not get your new number or say na e matter in make sure we tie we make I hear from you imo boy me new number when na me new number we. So now my leader no writing with this number already comment section. Me make now add the way to my two numbers. So anytime you reach where you image now me reach where the important information. Okay, because any man where we share this particular picture, ni have this fake propaganda ni aga here wo guy war we. Ya wo guy war we. So me have ya check the way wo guy war we and depend on the we get okay propaganda no. But you have a but you are number where you only have one. So thank you all for watching. Anyway, we can see all these pictures. Secure Global don't pack money for media now as they talk. Maybe they talk rubbish. They don't pack money for media. You went there for comment section there, whether I'm Mandela, you they call yourself, you be Global, you know where. You understand? You know where. Will they see your rubbish when you the right? Will they see your rubbish when you the light? We people say like people like Una, we know they see you now. DJ Ima from Oslo, I see you. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you very much. We will see you soon, very soon. Yeah, we will see you very soon. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for coming. We'll see. Anywhere Una see this particular matter, make Una no say na fake. So I go leave on for my part. Make it conclude the broadcast. Thank you all for coming once again. Go ahead, my prince. Domo.
Okay. Domo, sir.
Domo, Baba.
Kojo. Awege. Minita.
Loud and clear.
Okay then. Where in Itaya SCMeta? We just want Pedro Obaseki to know that he has bite more than he can chew, and it is only him who knows how he's going to swallow it. But my advice to you is very, very clear. Shut up your mouth and stay away from trouble. The further you go, the more trouble you are getting yourself into. My warning to you is, if you arrest anybody in Benin, you will go down for it. It's not a threat. It is a formidable word to let you know, if you arrest anybody in Edo State, you are going to go in for it. So it's up to you. Remove your hand from this matter and withdraw it. If not, the day you arrest anybody in Edo State, in Benin, I can assure you, you will not be able to come out from your house. Because you were the one who opened your ugly mouth to say, Obaga, oops, Edoyaga Tokpe. So that's what you were dragged for. Oba of Benin have no hand in this matter. The children took the matter upon themselves to drag you to the palace to complete what you didn't want to complete in London. So we are warning you, and this is a firm warning to you. If you don't want the worst to happen to you in Benin, withdraw this case and leave our boys alone. If you arrest anyone, you will see what is going to happen to you in Benin. That's what I have to say to you. Manivieto, wabituta wabevi no e Pedro no zuto veho, ora je police ya mwanokpa, bo edoni. Have a maenge o hago gambano. So no swabo hoko, e sagenegbe, o kanya house, waya wabebe de gekai. All the youth in Benin, we are firmly behind all of you, both home and abroad. We are with all of you. No single one will be arrested because Pedro was the one who insulted our father, and we pay him back with his coin. So he should mind his business and leave our boys alone. If not, he will live to regret what he has started. Waya wabitu to wabeve negekai. Obaga Tokbe is said. Obaga Tokbe is said. Obaga Tokbe is
He
said.
said.